Chicos, ¿cómo estamos? Bienvenidos al canal. Bueno, hoy no vamos a poner la croma, ¿vale? Porque, como sabéis, estábamos haciendo esta serie en directo y se nos bugueó prácticamente cuando íbamos a saber la verdad de todo. Así que como tengo ganas de terminar el juego, porque tengo ganas de saber el final, voy a grabar este episodio simplemente, lo que es el día 9, sin la croma, con la cámara normal, ¿vale? Y damos finiquito a esta
Irving.
serie, porque tengo muchas ganas de saber qué va a pasar, tío. Vale, ¿estoy bien?
I'm okay.
I was dying on this chair.
Me asusté.
You're right. That room freaked me out. So, I looked around the entire hotel, and if there's still a chance of getting to the bottom of this story, then it's gotta be behind the locked door on the last floor, in the attic.
That wing has been condemned for years.
I know, I'll be careful.
Okay.
There are too many things that I took for granted. It's as if someone was putting pieces of my past in front of me to show them to me under another light.
Who are you talking about, Nikki?
Maybe it's my father. In my music box, I found the medal I won the night Rachel died. Dad could have put it there, and if he did, there must be a reason.
It all sounds insane.
The night Rachel died. Maybe I have to start from there. I played in that really long hockey game. But what was going on in the meantime? You remember that night, Irving?
I think I was at church with my family.
Church. That night we had a mass for the poor here. We held one every year. As usual, Mom volunteered to take me to the game, but she was so busy with the soup kitchen that I was afraid she was going to be late. I remember while she ran around, she said she ordered me to close the mezzanine.
You mean the intermediate floor above the reception? What's in there?
A storeroom.
Have you been up there?
No, I'd forgotten all about it. I'd better take a look before moving on.
Vale, tengo que ir al Mexanine, gente. Echa por aquí. Que creo que no está puesto. Exactamente, no está puesta la sincronización vertical. Voy a quitarla porque a lo mejor fue la sincronización vertical lo que fastidió aquello. Así que voy a... Voy a quitarla. Se ve como con rayas, pero no sé si ustedes lo aprecian. Aquí. Uf, qué mal rollo, tío. Qué maldito mal rollo, gente. Qué maldito mal rollo, tío. Estoy lleno como de maniquí colocados ahí. Hermanos. Le voy a poner el nombre de ella, Nicole.
Irving?
23 de diciembre del 83.
Hello? Can you hear me? I'm on the mezzanine, and it's a nightmare. There are mannequins everywhere. They're set up like in a scene. There's one with a hockey stick. Wait, what the fuck? That's my stick! If you're listening to me, whoever set up this representation, I think they want to tell me that Rachel was killed? But why my hockey stick? Hello? Hello? Oh God, why isn't he answering? Irving, I swear I'm not kidding. This is a huge deal. If you can hear me,
Madre mía.
it's time to make that phone call.
Escuché cómo se oyen pasos arriba, tío. ¡Pah! ¡Qué mal rollo! Escucharon como pasos de... como
Where are you,
corriendo.
Nicole?
It's about time. Did you hear my messages?
How many doors have you opened, Nicole? How many are still missing?
What doors are you talking about?
Keep going.
Hello? Hello, Irving.
Sigue adelante. Vamos al ático. Está abierta la puerta del ático, gente. Tarán. Vamos a descubrir parte de la verdad, chicos, chicas, amigos, amigas.
Hello?
I imagine you found my room.
What? What does all this mean?
That's a question I've asked myself many times. What does all this mean, Irving? How far do you want to push yourself? How much can you take?
What?
Every memory, painstakingly gathered, every reconstructed piece, every little element retrieved from the dark. A photo, a hairband, a lipstick. It means remembering, Rachel. That's what all this means. I didn't choose this path. I had to do it.
What did you do, Irving?
These walls ooze with memories. The memories get into the walls. Under the floorboards, they creep into the crawl spaces.
You're not with FEMA. You... Jenkins... You never talked to him. Your boss, the phone call, all those weird events. You were behind all of them.
Someone had to bring the last piece of the memory puzzle here. The most important one. You.
Me?
Your father wanted to keep you out of it. I convinced him that only you could resolve the equation, as he called it.
I don't understand.
How could you? Over the last few days, you got a little taste of what it means to dig around in the past. Hunting for memories that scratch away behind every wall in the night. We did it for years. Day after day after day.
All lies.
I have nothing against lies. I grew up around lies. But now it's time for the truth to come out. Finally.
What do you want to do now?
I want to tell you a story. There was an invisible boy. Like everyone, he just wanted to run on the grass, ride a bike, swim in the lake in summer. But his father had other plans for his soul. In his dark world made of silence and prayer, there shone only one star. His wonderful sister. A heavenly creature that spent hours telling him fairy tales in secret. She who told him what a free and strong man he would become one day.
Rachel?
She was like that. Free and strong. At the time, I didn't understand her dyslexia. Or what retard meant.
Eso que las personas disléxicas estén retrasadas, para nada. Yo tengo dislexia y no soy para nada
But I could hear her cry
un idiota.
at night. I wanted to protect her. But I couldn't. One day, that beautiful, luminous creature met someone. A human being that saw her. For real.
My dad.
El padre, tío. ¡Dios!
And I was the invisible witness of what happened. A love. Simply a love. Nothing more, nothing less. But that love was too much. And it would be punished. Who paid for this love, Nicole?
Rachel. Rachel was your sister. Now I remember you.
You were too caught up with your hatred for Rachel to notice the innocent little kid that sometimes tagged along.
No odiaba a Rachel,
I
vamos a
didn't
decirle.
hate your sister. I was just jealous.
Doesn't matter. Those days are over.
How could I have forgotten you?
I was raised to be forgotten.
What do you want from me?
The day my sister paid with her life for her love, we all died. We make up the history of the Timberline.
It was a tragedy. But you...
We all got frozen there, in that very moment. In that confined horizon of events. As you'll understand. As you've already begun to understand.
I want to know what you want from me.
You have to keep going to get to where I wasn't able to go. You will be the new witness. You owe it to us. And you owe it to her.
Nos abrieron la puerta, ¿eh? Está todo, mira, está todo controlado. El tipo tiene todo controlado. Vale, tengo que investigar al ático antes de que me investiguen a mí. Vale. Nosotros damos aquí lo que hay que hacer porque lamentablemente... no podemos coger todavía las llaves. Tenemos que ver la cinta. Son todas fotos de Rachel. Como pueden ver. Estos son fotos de Rachel. Que creo que eran dibujos que hacía el padre de ella. Qué chungo, tío, que un tipo de... no sé cuánto tendría el padre de Nicole, pero es chungo, tío, que un tío de eso... Con una niña de 16 años...
A few years have passed since I last used this old tape recorder. I think you were in elementary school. I imagine a testament should start in a poised manner. My dear Nicole, my favorite daughter, etc., etc. Poised, weighty, serious, irrevocable. I prefer asking you how you are. How are you, Nikki? You're probably tired. I can imagine. At this point of your journey, the marks and voices of this old hotel will have already whispered all their secrets. You've always been good at solving puzzles. In this, you surely resemble more your mother than me. Irving has always been convinced that you, only you, could surmount the fear and suffering that exuded from these hallways. We tried. We waited. We were terrified. We studied. We listened. We listened to her. But all the love in the world wasn't enough to decipher those muted vowels, those wide open eyes, those tears of light. In your time and space, in the here and now, I will no longer be with you. But it doesn't matter. Trust me, it doesn't. I have a new theory, Nikki. Love is and remains. It is in the wood you stand on, in the walls that keep up this hotel,
Who are you
in
talking
the air
about?
we breathe. And sometimes it hates. It hates those who didn't allow it, those who cast it aside with indifference, and those who can't recognize it. Stars still emanate their light, even after collapsing, right? There's a lot of light here. There's light in death. I want to free myself of all this darkness. I can no longer see the stars. I'm tired of surviving in this limbo. So, how are you, Nikki? I'm good. I will be good. Figure out what Rachel is saying, Nikki. She's here.
Qué locura, mira. Ya está empezando a ver cositas paranormales, tío. Madre mía. Ábrete, ábrete. Vale, ahora tenemos que ir al coche de la madre. Exactamente. Estoy tenso no por tener que ir al coche, ¿eh? Esto me llevé un susto la primera vez. Estoy tenso no por ir al coche, tío.
Hello.
Sino
Leonard was
porque
a
no se
very
me
special
bugue.
man. His soul was big enough to love both you and Rachel.
I knew my father's soul better than anyone.
You were just a jealous kid.
Don't you dare try to make me feel guilty. You don't...
I just want you to get to the truth.
So why didn't you tell me about the truth?
Tell who? The Nicole who thought eating beans was the worst tragedy and couldn't wait to finish this business and run away, forgetting everything all over again?
You don't know anything about what my mother and I went through.
But you're different when you got here. Now you can discover the truth, a truth that otherwise would have destroyed you. I didn't lie to you. I protected you.
Listen, I'm sorry about Rachel. I hated her, and I hated my father, but I never wanted it to end like that. I understand your pain, maybe better than anyone. Betrayal, shame, death. My family was destroyed, just like yours. How much longer does this pain have to last?
It'll be over soon.
Pronto
What
habrá
else is there
acabado.
to know?
You want the truth. Well, I can't give it to you. I've already given you everything I could. Now you have to tie the pieces together.
What does that mean?
Your father always said we are the sum of the people we take with us, and you abandoned these people. Here, in this place.
Enough riddles, Irving. I'm tired.
Me, too. You're the only one who can give a finale to this story. It's time you open the last door.
Vale, chicos. Vamos a ver si no se nos buguea ahora. No en este momento, sino en el que vamos al laundry. Creo que tenemos que ir al laundry. Es que, no, tío, pues... Es que con la sincronización vertical está más estable, tío. Vale, vamos por aquí. Y ahora crucemos los dedos. Voy a cruzar los dedos de verdad porque no quiero que... Mira, mira cómo estoy. Que no se me buguee, tío. Oh, no se me bugueó. Menos mal. Formamos.
How could I have forgotten?
Sangre.
I saw everything. I was there. All the pieces were in front of my eyes.
A kid's eyes.
It was the same night as the hockey game in Missoula. Reverend Foster was so busy with the preparations of the meals for the giving to the poor
Bueno, está revelando
at the
todo.
Timberline Church. And my mother, Claire, said that we would get back from the game in time for the distribution. She convinced my father to help the Reverend, and he'd come with his whole family. You and Rachel.
Yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday.
I couldn't find my stick. I panicked and I went down to the garage. Claire was there, red in the face. Her look.
Her look.
It was just a fleeting feeling. That's why I erased it from my
La
memory.
madre
I
fue
had
quien
to
mató a
erase it,
Rachel.
understand?
What was in her look?
just wasn't her. It was like a frightful creature. A disturbed, dangerous animal. I've never seen her like that before or after. Not even on her deathbed. And then she put her hands on her hips, exhausted. She smiled. And there she was again, my mom. I thought it must have just been the impression of a moment. I had the finals against Cold Springs High awaiting me. I climbed in the car, throwing my bag into the back seat. My hockey stick was there. Claire said she'd cleaned it. She'd cleaned it.
Go on.
No, I don't.
Go on!
We got there on time and I played. Best game of my life. And the last. Claire was on the bleachers encouraging me and cheering. And then I lost sight of her. For 2 whole periods, I think. And later, when I asked, she said she'd moved because Marty O'Donegal's father was getting on her nerves. But it wasn't true.
Just enough time to go back to the car.
Don't say it. Irving, don't say it. Don't say a thing. I don't...
La madre fue quien mató a Rachel Foster, tío.
I traveled all the way with Rachel's body and the baby she carried inside of her, in the trunk, rolled in the blanket. God, oh my God. She killed Rachel.
Thank you, Nikki.
You've had your revenge. I hope all this gives you the peace you were looking for.
I wanted you to help me uncover the truth.
You're saying you didn't know that Claire...
I was only a kid. Plus, she never wanted me to get to the bottom of it.
Rachel is here?
You know, I think she's still protecting me. But I'm grown up now. Now, we can all be reunited at last.
What? Wait, where are you going? Listen, we can work things out. What happened is terrible, but all the main players in this story are dead. Get it? Dead. We are still alive. We're alive. Me, you, we didn't do anything.
That's exactly what we did wrong, Nicole. We didn't do anything. It's beautiful here. Rachel told me about it so many times, but I never thought it was so beautiful.
What? Irving, where are you?
It's white as far as the eye can see, beyond the mountains.
You left the hotel? But it's too cold. You'll die out there. Irving,
Se va
please.
Sí que se va a matar de verdad.
For years. You freed me. And now I can finally rest in the light. I can go back to her.
Don't go. You can't. Don't leave me too. We have our drink.
It's not a goodbye, my tough, pragmatic, stubborn Nikki. We'll meet again. Another time. Beyond this horizon of fence. Everything is...
Hasta luego, Lucas.
Irving?
Se mató.
Irving? I don't want to stay alone here. Everything seems to be becoming dark. I'm scared. Who's there? Rachel? Is that you?
Completa el día 9, ok. Soledad, pero ¿quién era? ¿Era Rachel o quién era? Coge el teléfono, chiquilla.
Yes?
Nicole, it's me, Jenkins, the attorney. Finally, I can get through. You don't know how many times I've tried.
El abogado.
Can't hear you. The connection's bad. How are you? I was really worried about the storm.
I'm good.
Great. I'm glad. You're sure you...
Listen, I don't want to sell the hotel anymore.
What? Damned interference. I didn't catch you. What'd you say?
I don't want to sell the hotel anymore. You've been really nice. Your job is done. Thanks.
Oh, well. Gee. Well, you're the owner, and you got every right to decide. But maybe we should...
Ok, no quiere vender el hotel al final.
I want to understand. This kind of decision...
I'm back home. And I have to stay here. Forever.
Para siempre.
Wait a sec, let's talk. And there's also my fee.
You know, Mom, I was thinking about going to the lake. Remember where we went with Uncle John last year? Daddy and I started talking about the stars. You can't see them during the day. But they're always there. You feel like it? I would so like it. And we can have dinner at Doc Smith's diner on the bank. Rachel and Irving could come with us? What do you think? It would be so nice to be all together. Mom, Dad, it would be so nice.
¿Tía perdió la cabeza o qué le pasó?
Wait. I did all that you asked me. Stop it, please. Anger shouldn't rule our life. You said that. I'm scared. I don't want to die. It's getting dark.
Oh,
I can't
se va a matar.
see the light.
Todos juntos de nuevo. Completamos el juego, pero...
I'll stay here with you, Daddy. Mom, we'll bring back the Timberline to its fortune together. We will be happy again, all together. Yes. Like a whole family. No more anger.
La tía inhaló lo de tal y claro, eso en un rato la mata. Dios, pero qué maldita locura de juego. Ahora entiendo el tráiler del segundo juego. Ahora lo entiendo, tío. Porque ella también se manda a mudar. Aunque no lo veamos ahí porque apagamos el motor. Pero Claro, una vez ya tú inhalas ese dióxido de carbono ahí dentro y tal, ahí ya quedaste ahí, ya quedaste ahí. ¡Wow! ¡Qué giro de... qué giro ha tenido este juego! Me parece un juegazo. Sinceramente me ha parecido un grandísimo juego. Me ha parecido que he tardado mucho en jugar esta maravilla. Pero qué locura, qué locura. Ya tengo ganas ya de agarrar el nuevo juego. No tiene fecha aún todavía, pero tengo muchas ganas de jugarlo. Pero me ha parecido un grandísimo juego. La historia, a pesar de ser lenta y de ir para allá, para acá y tal, y ser al final, no ser, digamos, un GOTY, por decirlo de la manera, sí es cierto que la historia, la atmósfera dentro del hotel, que no sabes si te va a salir algo, si no lo va a salir, los sonidos que escuchas, no saber si de verdad estás sola o estás acompañada, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. O sea, me ha parecido el juego una auténtica locura. Me ha gustado mucho, le doy un notable y gente, de verdad, otro juego más que terminamos y que maravilloso. Chicos, chicas, amigos, amigas, gracias por estar ahí, gracias por vuestro apoyo. Gracias también a todos los miembros del canal por hacer posible todo esto. Gracias por, de verdad, de corazón. Y chicos, chicas, nos vemos en el próximo vídeo del canal. Cuídense mucho y no olviden la vida bella. Chao, 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 chao.